everyone, it's Jaime Tardy from eventualmillionaire.com, and I wanted to give you a quick tip that has made a huge difference for my clients. We also talk all about this in Millionaire Hustlers. You can check it out at millionairehustlers.com. One of the biggest things that entrepreneurs have problems with is time, right? And so one of my favorite quotes is by Lao Tzu, and it says, "Time is a created thing. To say you don't have time means you don't want to." Let that sink in for a minute, right? We really need to pay attention to what our priorities are so that way we can achieve the life and the goals that we want. One of the ways that I help people do this is with something I like to call the master schedule. And so what it is if you were to look at your entire week and map it out on like a calendar, it's exactly what you're doing when. Now, don't get me wrong, entrepreneurs hate being confined into boxes, right? But the great thing about this is really paying attention to where you're putting your time. One of the very first things I do with new clients is go over their schedule. I have them track their time for a few days because the amount of wasted time entrepreneurs have is insane, and you don't even know where it goes. So when we start really trying to figure out where those time leaks are, then we can really start figuring out what those important pieces are. So that way we can put them in a master schedule. So you can look at this one right now on the screen. This is a Millionaire Hustlers from last time's master schedule. She did an amazing job. She goes through and exactly tells herself what to do and what blocks of time are for what. So if you look over to the left, you'll see, at the very beginning of the day, it's time for herself. She gets up extra early. She drinks 16 ounces of water with lemon, makes coffee, sun salutations, meditation, morning pages, having that miracle morning, like when I interviewed Hal Elrod. Having a morning routine is hugely important to millionaires. It's come up over and over and over again. And so she really wanted to factor that in. But of course, she also has a family. She has to deal with making breakfast, waking the kids, getting showered, dressed. Everybody's got to do that. So looking at that, she knows exactly what she's doing on those days of the week. Now, the interesting thing is during the work time, that's the biggest piece to be able to block out. Now, for me personally, I make Tuesdays and Thursdays my coaching and appointment days because when we scatter them all around the entire week, it really takes us a while to go from appointment to working on actual work and getting those big things done that will make the biggest difference. So if there's something that you need to do, maybe write a chapter in your book and you're like, well, I only have 2 hours here, and by the time I settle in, it'll be a little difficult, all that fun stuff. You're not going to start. You're never going to get it done. But if you go, I have all day Wednesday. The biggest thing I need to do on Wednesday is get that chapter done, right? And maybe you do that for only 2 hours at the beginning, same amount of time, but the way you look about it is very, very different. Plus, this makes you really be concerned with what your priorities are, because if you're not doing the stuff that's extremely important to you, you aren't going to get the results that you want. So if you look at the master schedule, we really block out when's work, when's fun time with family and friends, and you don't have to take it to this level. Definitely, I highly recommend really paying attention and fitting in those things that are important. But even if you just go, okay, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my scheduling days. Those are the days where all my appointments go. Every morning when I wake up, I do this, this, and this. Email only happens in the evening, right? When I'm almost done work or something like that. So you set up these boundaries so you can actually get the most important stuff done. When you want to create your master schedule, you want to think about your end goal. So if you have an end goal for your business of this year, this is 2015, we got to start off right. So when you think of that end goal, what are those pieces that need to be in that schedule that make the difference? When you have an end goal with your family, maybe you want to spend more quality time with your family. Maybe you have Wednesday night board game nights. Whatever you can do to really pull that together and make those priorities top level. So you're achieving the things that you want to achieve. That's what's going to make the biggest difference in your world this year. Doing the things that will get you the results that you really, really want. I personally like to say, if you want to be a millionaire, you have to do what millionaires do. So that morning routine, that's huge. Getting those high top priority things out of the way and done every single week, the stuff that's uncomfortable that you don't really want to do, that's what millionaires do. They have time with their family too, because that's extremely important to them. So don't forget that. You don't want your business to be flourishing and your personal life to not. That's the whole point of Eventual Millionaire. So I just wanted to outline what the master schedule is. You can actually go to millionairehustlers.com and sign up for the waitlist. There you can get all things like this that will really help you prioritize your time and get the stuff done. Really have that potency so you're getting the right stuff done within the right amount of time, so that way you can enjoy the rest of your life. That's kind of the whole point. I hope you have an amazing day. Take care. How's 2015 going for you so far? I bet you are super excited to grow your business, have more revenue, more time, more of a life that you really, really love. That's what we do as eventual millionaires, right? We want to have it all. And we can, even if it just takes a little bit of time. One of the things that I think is really, really important is to really have time to sow and some time to reap, right? So actually, that's one of the quotes from one of the millionaires that came on my show. One of the things that I think is really important is to take some time to really dive deep in your business and hustle, right? It definitely takes some work to get to where you want to be. That's what you hear from millionaires over and over and over again. We want to make sure we've got that insane focus, the accountability we need, and the right strategies to move forward. And I want to help you with that. As you know, if you've heard any of the Eventual Millionaire podcasts lately, I'm launching a group coaching program. I call it Millionaire Hustlers because it's all about hustling for 3 months in your business, really doing the right things, working really hard, getting your butt kicked a little bit by me. So that way you get the right things done to really set you up for the rest of this year. The testimonials have been utterly insane. I'll definitely make sure that you listen to those on future episodes and in future social posts for sure, so you can see the dramatic difference people have had. But I want to make sure it's a good fit for you. If you're slightly interested at all and you're not sure whether it's a good fit or not, please sign up to my coaching page, which is eventualmillionaire.com/coaching. You can just enter some information and we'll let you know whether or not it's a good fit. And if you are potentially a good fit, I'll chat with you and I'll answer questions, so that way you'll know if it's a good fit. I don't want you to sign up if it's not a good fit for you. We only want to have some kick butt eventual millionaires in this group because you support each other. The last program we had was utterly insane. People are friends for life, and I adore that. You are a rare breed as an eventual millionaire, and if you don't have that support, this is a great place to find it. Now, I hope you go and join at eventualmillionaire.com/coaching. Just fill in the application, and Kendra or Natalie, one of person on my team, will go ahead and contact you on whether you're a good fit or not and what that would look like to talk to me. So I hope you enjoy this next piece of content and have an amazing, amazing 2015. Take care.